In this video, we'll be going over how to use the turning portion of our automatic toolpath generation add-in. We'll be doing so with this part, which is available on the instructions page of our website. We'll also be following along to the steps of the flowchart that is also on the instructions page of the website. So the first step is the add-in on? And we know that in our case it is not. This is because the default setting is that the add-in is always off whenever you boot up Fusion. And since we've just booted up Fusion, it's going to be off. So to turn it on, we're going to enter the manufacturing workspace, head over to the Utilities tab, and under Add-ins, we're going to find Scripts and Add-ins, and select it. That'll pop up this menu here that'll have a tab for scripts and a tab for add-ins. So we're going to press the add-in one, and if everything's been installed correctly, you should be able to find automatic toolpath generation under My Add-ins. If you'd like to eliminate this step in the future, you can click this square that's run on startup, and so then that will start the add-in whenever you first boot up Fusion. But for our case, we're going to leave it off and just select Run in the corner here. And we'll know that's turned on once these two icons pop up on your ribbon. So the next part on the flowchart is the view cube correct? And so also noted that the correct orientation is Z up. So you can find what your current orientation is set at if you go to your profile and preferences, and you can find it under general, and ours is currently set at Z up. This should be the default setting unless you've changed it. So as long as you have that, if you come over to your view cube here, Z up means that the face that aligns with the positive Z axis should be the top face, and the face on the XZ plane should be the front face. And we can see that currently our view cube is incorrect. So to fix that, since we are already in the Z up orientation, we're going to right click on the cube and reset front. And now we can see that it's fixed itself. So that the face that aligns with the positive Z axis is the top face, and the front face is on the XZ plane. Now, if for whatever, in the case that doesn't work for you, that can be fixed by going to the face that should be the top face. So this one we already have it as top, but if it wasn't, we'd be on this face, right click, and set current view as top. And then to finish it out, we would go to the face that should be the front face, right click, and set current view as front. So those are the two ways that you can get your view cube correctly oriented, and it should look like this. So now we're ready to begin using the add-in. So since we are already in the manufacturing workspace and under the Utilities tab, we're able to find automatic turning toolpath generation. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and it's going to pop up this dialog here. So the first item for us to do in the dialog is to select our body for manufacturing. And in this case, this is what we want to machine. So we select this body, and then the next thing for us to fill out is the side to machine from. So this is how we're going to specify how we want our machine to go about cutting this piece out. So you can see our selections here are the different faces on the view cube. So in the case of this part, we want to hold the piece from this end and cut from this end. If it was here this way, so we want to hold it from this end and cut this way. So because we want to be cutting this face, we know this is the right face, and so we're gonna, in our side to machine, we're going to select right. That's why it was important to have our view cube correctly oriented, so that we can correctly create the right side to machine from. And then our last two things here are including roughing passes and including finishing passes. These will both be selected by default, but if you, for whatever reason, don't want one or the other, you can deselect them. So now that we have everything filled out, we can go ahead and press OK, and this is going to start generating the toolpaths. This could take some time, so be patient, and I'm going to cut the video and come back when it's finished. So once the toolpaths have finished generating, it'll pop up this window right here. It'll tell you that it's finished, and will give you both a diameter and a length for your stock that you need for your part. These measurements will be in the units that the document was originally created in. So because this document was created in inches, we have inches here. So once you've closed that window, you're now free to go and explore all the different toolpaths that have been generated. You'll find them under Setups, and you can see that this setup here has been created. This setup is created with a little bit of extra stock in the back to represent what gets held onto in your machine. And has a little bit of offset of the model from the top of the stock so you get a fresh cut. It also has the origin point right in the middle of the stock. So to find all your tool paths, you can expand the setup, and you can see that we have two folders here, one for roughing and one for finishing. And opening them up will show you all the different tool paths that have been generated. So you can go in and explore each one and what they all do and the settings within each one. So when you're ready to take this to your actual machine, make sure you simulate the whole thing. So not only if these look okay, but you can actually see it working and make sure that everything works exactly how you want it to. And then make the necessary edits. Another thing to consider is to make sure that all your tools have the right numbers that your machine is going to have as well. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out in the form that is on the project page on our website or down in the comments below.